I've got your card right here. Son, I got you right here. Is this your number?
This is my number, man. Call.
Is this cell or off?
That's my cell.
Okay.
Call me.
Intelligence already.
All right.
All right.
Call me. Let's talk.
Well, are you going to be all right, Dom?
I'm gonna be all right.
You sure?
Get out.
Get up out. Get the fuck out. Jason, get out. Talk to me about it. Get out. Literally. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get up out.
Your safety, get out.
Keep going. Keep going.
Get out. Get out. Get out of here.
I know.
Get the fuck out of here, Jack. You fucking neo-Nazi piece of shit. Come on, see Kyle. See Kyle, we know you love to see Kyle. With Richard Spencer and the Clark brothers. You fucking Nazi trash. Get the fuck out of here.
Need to get escorted out like a bitch. Mobbed on your bitch ass. Get the fuck out.
I'm not going to do anything, man. These guys suck. I know all these guys.
Check, what's going on? You okay?
Yeah.
You good?
What?
Yeah,
This is
I'm
Jack Posobiec.
No. I know who Jack is. What agency is the person?
Oh, these are security for.
Who says he's being detained? What are you talking about?
These are security for news agencies.
Oh, these are your Jack. Are these your people?
No, these are other security. They're for. I forgot who he's with, but they're news agencies. Yeah, I do appreciate it.
Sure?
I know it's addictive.
So make sure you stay. Where you at?
I mean, well, the issue is, you know, the fact
You're a
that
Nazi.
we're away from these guys now. These guys still follow.
The issue is you're a Nazi, Jack, and you founded the alt-right movement. Did you not found the alt-right movement, Jack?
No,
Jack, you found the alt-right movement? Didn't you found the alt-right movement?
Bro, I'm not in the park anymore. What do you want me to do?
Get out of here. This isn't your city. Go home.
Get your car and leave.
Hey, bro,
Go home, Jack. This ain't your city. Go home.
Are you going to let me walk?
Exactly. So we don't want you in our
Oh, you just don't want your plate taken again, do you?
Need to move.
You need to get the fuck You're afraid to go to your car because you're afraid your car is going to get a picture taken and then people are going to know your license.
I'm not going to run away, Jason.
Go. You're doing it right now. You're already so...
To film.
Yes.
Fucking Nazi ass.
Get out of here, Jack.
Please, can you leave
Jack.
our city? You're not walking.
Again, I already left. It's like I'm not in the park anymore.
Keep going.
I'm not at your event.
You're not welcome in our city.
I left
Keep going.
already.
Get
I'm
the
out.
fuck out of our city.
This is our city.
Don't ever
I live here.
Virginia, Maryland.
Keep going. Go back to your apartment, Jack.
Keep walking.
Keep walking. Go.
Keep walking. Keep walking.
We'll follow you there.
Why?
I'll make sure you get there safe.
If you
I'll
guys
make
stop
sure you get there safe.
fighting,
I'll make sure you get there safe. I'm going to make sure you're going to get there safe. I'll make sure you get there safe,
why should I
Jack.
trust you? Are you going to stop following
I'll
me?
make sure you get there safe.
Are you going to stop
I'll make sure you
following
get there safe, Jack. I'm going to make sure you get there safe.
Then what difference does it make if I
I'm
keep
going
going
to
if
make
you
sure you
keep
get there
following me?
safe.
No, how
Go
about I walk
home.
towards the
We
police?
want to make sure you fucking get the way out of here.
Go. Hey.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't you walk that fucking way.
Keep going.
No, right now, for my own safety, I would like to walk towards the police officers. Is that all right,
You walk
Jason?
that way.
Walk that way.
Take your way that way.
I don't see any police officers that way, so
There are.
I'm gonna walk towards the police officers now.
Walk that way.
Oh, no, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Get the fuck out.
That guy just fell.
He didn't do shit.
This ain't happening, Jack. You're not going that way. This ain't happening, Jack. This ain't happening.
Hey,
Jack, this is not happening. Go back that way.
Whoa, why are you forcing him to go where he doesn't want
Jack,
to go?
get out of here.
Why are you forcing him to go where he doesn't want to go?
Let go of me.
please stop.
Get out. Back off. Back off.
Hey. It's supposed to be a peaceful rally, right? It's supposed to be a peaceful rally.
Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go?
You're touching other people.
He's a fucking Nazi.
He is a
I want to go to the police.
Well, call the police officer then. There's a police officer right there.
This is a fucking police.
You don't have the right to do what you're doing.
He's a fucking Nazi.
But you might call him wrong. What makes you right? What makes you right?
He's a fucking Nazi.
Let go of me. Let go of me. Let go of me.
There's a police officer right there. What makes you
There are
right?
cops
if you
right
think he's
there.
wrong.
Get out, Jack.
Where's the police officer?
He's right
Get
there.
off me.
He's on the
Don't
corner.
touch me.
He's on the corner.
You're touching
Don't
him.
touch me.
No, he's on the corner. He's on the corner.
You being touching him.
go to the police officer.
You're gonna stay right
Who
here.
the fuck are you, honey? Shut the fuck up. Yo, oh, no.
Don't pay no mind.
Hey,
Hold up. Y'all don't know each other. This ain't about y'all. This ain't about y'all.
If you want.
Don't touch him. Don't touch him. Don't touch him.
Hey,
Don't touch
Can
him.
this man talk to the police or not? Can he talk to the police?
No. I think about a call myself or something. I'd like to go to the police.
Go, Jack. Get out. Get out, Jack.
Get the fuck
You go that way. You go that way.
You can't get in
That way.
trouble.
That way is where you go. You want to call the cops and talk to them?
What did I do? What did I do?
Right there.
You founded the fucking alt-right movement. That's what you fucking
He founded it, for God's sake. You're giving this man a little too much credit. Shit.
Go talk to MPD. They're right there. There's MPD. They're in that van right there. Go talk to them. Go talk to the cops. You want to talk to them, right? Go talk to them.
That's not a cop, man. The cops are back
Get out
there,
of here,
dude.
you stupid Nazi brat. You're a Nazi piece of shit. You are a Nazi. You are a literal fucking Nazi. You know that? Remember when you see Kyle? Remember when you see Kyle? Jack, get off me. Don't touch him. Don't touch him. Get out, Jack. Get out. Get out.
Jack, put CB out.
Get out.
Please stop touching me.
Jack, get out of here. Jack, get out of here.
Leave the man alone. Get in your car.
Get out of here.
Not call me sweetheart.
Hey, don't put your hand on a woman.
Don't touch her. Don't touch her. Back up. You back up. You back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Get out of here.
Hey, I think you better walk away. Cool off, yeah?
Get out, Jack. Get out. Get out. Get off. Get off. Get off. Out, Jack. Get out, Jack.
Hello, Jack. Say hello to Luke too.
Bro, how are you? Get the fuck out of our city. Where are you going? No. How do you know where I'm parked? Where are you parked? You know where I'm parked. Where are you parked? Could you let me go, please? Where are you parked?
I won't.
Where are you parked? You don't know where I'm parked. We'll walk you through your car. We'll walk you through your car. Escort squad.
You go that way to get out.
Sorry, we are your escort squad. Where you parked? We'll walk you through your car. I'm going this way. Guys.
No, see, because you said
Don't you get your liver spots away from me?
You know, my brother, you gonna pay deal to get that right. Let them keep that shooting. I just replugged in the other seat. We got this over here. We got this. We got this. All right, excuse me. Hey. No. Don't touch. No, we got this. We got this.
Get out of here, you Nazi.
Back up.
Get out of here, you Nazi. That's a Nazi right there. That's a bona fide fucking Nazi.
Asshole Nazi. How you feel about that?
Bona fide Nazi, Jack Masobin.
Don't nobody advance forward. That's all right. Let him go. You don't advance.
Get out, Jack. Go to your car and get out.
Head back to the
No, we're gonna stay here till he's gone. He's gone. Then get him out of here.
Hey, look.
Get him out of here. Or get your CO.
What are you gonna do? Back up. Go back to the park.
Get him out of here.
Back up.
Get him out of here. Get Jack.
Back up.
Come on, let's move back.
Get him out of here.
Your line. All right, let's put down, folks. Let's go. Put down and go back to the sidewalk. Pull it down and go back to the sidewalk. Let's go. Pull it down and go back to the sidewalk.
We're telling you to back up. Back up. Back up.
Hey, look, you don't win. You don't win.
Tell Jason to get this fucking asshole out of here. Tell Bagshaw to get this asshole out of here. You get the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
You don't win.
Jack, you all right? The only reason these people are here is because I saw him instigate anything. Jack, it's Purdy. You all right, brother?
Totally fine. Are you guys having a nice day? I'm thinking about fish tacos for later.
Oh, you're getting your own ride in a police van?
Bye, Jack! Bye, Jack!
Why is this shit going on?
Bye, Jack!
Bye, bitch!
Bitch, bye.
Not going this way.
Bitch, bye.
Hey, look, see, you don't, little lady, you don't win.
Get out of my way.
You don't win.
Get out of my way. Get out of my way. We're moving. Go.
That's assault. Stop putting your hands on people. That's
You guys
assault.
are going to escalate this a lot.
You shut the fuck up.
What's his name and badge number? He just assaulted her. He put his hand on her. He just assaulted her. What's his badge number? We need his name and badge number.
Bitch, bye.
Bye, bitch! Bye, bitch! Fucking Nazi piece of shit! Hey, Pipsqueak, don't touch me again! Where the fuck is that Pipsqueak? Damn fine. That is a sort of attachment, Sergeant. Don't look at that goofy ass on your face. Yeah, where's Belgium? Pipsqueak!
I know that you're calling that dude a pipsqueak, but you're
What he has said. Okay. You're saying that because the word did not come out of his mouth here that he's innocent?
No, that's not what he's saying.
He's saying he didn't say anything, but the man has said things in the past.
He said things in the past.
The man has regularly said
Nobody
things.
has the right to stomp him. Nobody has the right to stomp him.
People the right.
Anything you're just going to say I'm misquoting him, so I'm going to let you do some research.
I don't look. I've only watched a couple of his things, so I don't really follow the man. I think he pronounces his name wrong. It should be Posobiec, not Posobiec. So, what has he said specifically?
He says inflammatory things
Like
all
what?
the time that are disrespectful.
What? Okay,
to,
disrespectful things,
that are,
dude.
No,
dude.
that are disrespectful to human rights.
Okay.
Not,
all right,
not
that's
to,
fine. Can you tell me something?
I'm ugly. I'm saying that the dude's
Okay.
racist.
All right, fine. Tell me something he said that warrants him being beat in the street.
He wasn't beat.
They were trying to.
They were trying
No, they
to.
weren't.
Yes, they
the
were.
fuck
They didn't touch him.
Yes, they did.
They did.
Yes, they did.
They did. That's why I had to step in the way,
We had to
dude.
get in between them.
Okay. Then you're talking about people who get beat by cops.
I've been beat by the cops.
How many times?
Shit. Twice. Twice.
For what?
Okay. For fucking skating when I was
But hold on.
14.
That ain't
Yeah.
nothing-
Shit.
hold on.
And so you
That
know
has-
exactly how much it sucks.
That has
Yes,
nothing
I
to do with
do.
the white man.
That has nothing to do with why he
That has
was
nothing
here,
to do with
though.
white
He
man.
was
That's
here
totally
just to
different
get
issue.
some footage of the
And see,
event.
people murky the issues. That's a different
He's
issue.
an agitator, though.
Who?
That man who just climbed into the back of a police van.
Yeah, I understand. But he didn't touch anybody.
He didn't touch anybody.
If we would have been out in the middle of nowhere, Virginia, they would have mobbed on us.
I know, but we ain't there.
He didn't touch anybody.
So they can't be down here.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Emotionally.
But you must say,
There's a history of filming people and then doxing them.
I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.
All right, guys, we're going to try and get back to the protest. We got a little sidetracked there. There was an assault on Jack Sobiak. He was just present. Triggered a group of the Antifa faction here. Certainly were people that were trying to defend him and those who were trying to assault him. It was very, very rough. Can attest to how intense that can get. So we're gonna get back to the protest. Hey, Allie, you want to tell us what just happened?
Hey, what the heck? Real fast, the tour guide loves Breitbart. He wants to talk to us. So let's go do that. Pretty much what we just witnessed was Antifa. Absolutely, hands down. Those are all in the baseball batting helmets. Other helmets, all black. Obviously, they know who Jack Posobiec, sorry if I'm butchering your last name, or Posobiec is. They ID'd him early on, started harassing him, started spray bottle with hand sanitizer. Our friend here, who's just going to talk to us, was also there in the middle of it. They started throwing water. Eventually, they've chased Jack down, if you were watching. I've been here just talking to a couple of our our friend here, who we're going to talk to right now and just get his perspective on kind of everything that's happening and just kind of the whole country. Thank you so much for hanging on.
Hey,
we really
what's going
appreciate
on?
it. We hope you're okay. We're good.
Yes, we're
Perfect.
good.
Perfect. So if you could introduce yourself.
My name is Don Folden. I am the owner of DCBlackTours.com, Capital Buddy Tours. I do the Black history of DC.
Awesome, awesome. And when did this get started? Can you tell me a little bit about
I started in 2016 is when I started my company.
Okay, and why did you start it? Specifically DC Black Tours.
Because the new African American Museum, which used to be in Southeast DC in Anacostia, way up on Morris Road, the Anacostia Museum, used to be the Black History Museum. So when I saw that they were building the new Black History Museum downtown, I knew it was going to be a magnet. So you're going to have people coming from all over the world looking for some black history, so why not just have the Black history of DC ready for them? Unfortunately, it hadn't caught on as much as it should, but I'm still in business.
Yeah, awesome. So if you could just describe kind of the events starting from when you wanted to walk up and share your voice.
Right. Most of these people out here are full of shit. They're out here just to, say Black Lives Matter, but their money don't really say Black Lives Matter. A lot of them don't even know the history of the statue. Why it's there? The reason it was chosen, nothing. But they want to tear it down because they think it's offensive. And me and my wife have come out here on several occasions to clean up around the statue. I personally little kids chalked up the whole statue, and I came and removed all of the chalk that was on the statue. But you want to tear it down. See, why don't you turn it back to where it was originally facing, west?
Could you explain the history behind that change?
See, when they dedicated Mary McLeod Bethune in 1974, that statue has been there since 1876. When they dedicated her in 1974, they turned him around. So now you have a black woman who's the first ever female black person in DC to have a statue. Is Mary McLeod Bethune, who's an educator with a little boy and girl, is now facing a black man that's kneeling before a white man. So it's telling her, no matter how much you educate that little black boy, this will always be the black man's position. See, because on the back of that statue, the chain ball and the whipping post is still there. And see, he was dressed in a loincloth so that he looked like a savage. And actually, the model that they have for the slave that's with Lincoln is Archer Alexander. He's the last slave captured under the Fugitive Slave Act. They use his likeness.
So if you could just kind of describe, you were talking to Jack, and just your message that you guys had between each other, and just your message to the crowd who wanted to not hear from you at all.
Well, but see, here's the thing. We're going to have to be able to disagree without hating each other. That's the problem. We're all on the same sinking ship. And we're fighting like cats and dogs, and Rich got all the way. But we fight like each other. We're gonna stay afloat. We all gonna go down. So just because we disagree does not mean we can't dialogue. See, there's going to have to be a start somewhere. And see, a lot of these people that are talking Black Lives Matter, but their money don't say Black Lives Matter. They still supporting these corporations that's behind the very institutions that's allowing this condition to exist.
What would be your message to those who were, you got water was thrown on you, hand sanitizer, I heard. What would be your message to those people who are wanting to result in violence?
Man, learn how to talk. Just because you disagree don't mean you got to hate each other. It don't mean you got to hate each other just because you disagree.
And what would be your message to a very divided America? As you said, we're all on the same ship.
We gotta start talking to each other and not at each other. And right now, we're too busy talking at each other and not to each other. We all got isms in the closet. So why can't we find out what we have in common versus our differences? See, everybody keep highlighting our differences, but what about what we have in common? You know, why can't we? Because some of the same people that are hating each other, children don't even speak to them. You know, they got family members that don't speak to them. It's a whole lot of people out here protesting that don't even talk to their own brothers and sisters or their mothers and fathers, but they say Black Lives Matter. You see, so let's be real about this thing. You know?
Yeah. So what would be your message to someone who may disagree with you?
Man, it don't ever hurt to talk. Don't ever hurt to talk. And we need to do more talking to each other and not at each other with all the hatred and the division and the vindictiveness. That's not going to solve the problem.
What's your opinion on groups like this trying to tear down statues, all over the United States?
Well, see, that's a part of history. This is a part of the fabric, whether you want to agree with it or not. That's there. Now, some of these statues should be put in a museum. They should be destroyed. Put them in a museum and replace them with some people that are more deserving to have a statue. All right? But that history, because even if you destroy the history, don't mean you destroy the mindset. The mindset is still here. And see, and this is what these people, they can come out here and protest till they blue in the face. But the mindset is still here. They're not addressing the mindset. And this is what we're going to have to address.
Well, what is that mindset that you see in them?
Well, man, right now, it's too easy to cheat to win in America. It breaks my heart. And see, here's what a lot of people don't know. I'm one of the few Black Republicans you're going to find in the city. A lot of people think I'm a Democrat, but I'm a Republican voter. I ran for office as a Republican. Okay? All right, so I don't know if you knew that or not.
No.
But I am one of the few Black Republicans in Washington, D.C. Okay, now does that have any bearings as to why my business is so bad? I don't know. I don't know. But man, we gonna have to, we got to come together. We got to come together, because look at what we're teaching the young people that's gonna be responsible for us, that they can cheat to win. You know, you got judges that's not even qualified with lifetime positions that's gonna mess up some stuff. But you don't hear one protest of that. You see? And these are the kind of things that we're going to have to start protesting.
Mm-hmm. So, since you are a Republican, Joe Biden, who's the Democratic presidential candidate, on a podcast, a YouTube show, The Breakfast Club, said that if you don't vote for him or the Democratic Party, you ain't Black. What's your response to that?
Well, I understand, unfortunately, you know, being that you're talking to a Black crowd, what else are you going to say? Because the majority of the people that you're talking to are Black. And he's saying that if you're going to vote for a racist, then you're not Black. And that's what he didn't say. See, it was the code that he was using that a lot of people don't want to highlight. That was nothing but a code. And the Republicans do it. You know, man, the only thing I regret about my party, they got to cheat to win. That's what I regret. They have to cheat to win. And you don't have to. All right? But you can't, you know, why aren't you pulling in more Blacks like myself? But you got, you know, a woman like Candace Owens, who is nothing but a prostitute for the Republican Party. All right. See, you got a lot of Black people that are say they're supporting the Republican Party strictly because of what they can get. They're doing it for what's in it for them, not because they are committed or dedicated to the individual. Man, they're getting something out of that.
So what do you want the Republican Party to know to rope you in, as you said? You know, you're asking why you know, what would your message be to the Republican Party?
Let's wait for a second here, guys. Okay.
See, in order for more blacks to become members of the Republican Party, first of all, they need to know their history. They'll know that the Democratic Party was the party of the KKK. All right? I can take you right now over to Barry Farms, which is in Southeast D.C., right? Which is one of the worst places in the world. Matter of fact, Barry Farms started out originally as a contraband camp. All right? That's originally, Barry Farms is the first contraband camp. What a contraband camp was, whenever runaway slaves made it to D.C. and told the Union soldiers they didn't want to go back because they were afraid their masters would make them work for the opposition, the Union soldiers would confiscate them as contrabands of war. Well, Barry Farms was the first contraband. When you confiscate them, you got to have somewhere to put them. Barry Farms was the first contraband camp. Barry Farms also, every street in Barry Farms is named after a radical Republican. I don't know if you knew that.
I didn't.
Every street in Barry Farms is named after a radical Republican or somebody that was sympathetic to the black cause.
So other than knowing your history, what are some other things the party can do to rope in more black voters?
Be more transparent. You know, be more transparent and inclusive. You know, that politics is a dirty game. I know, I ran for mayor of D.C., I done ran for city council, so politics is a dirty game. Okay? And if they really want to groom some candidates, you know, then they need to get behind some, you see, because how much money you have determines whether you're a viable candidate. I don't care how good your ideas are. If you ain't got no money, you're not a good candidate. And see, what the Republican Party need to do is get behind some black people that they can put out as candidates. All right? That's already a part of the Republican Party. That's not for somebody that just jumping on the bandwagon because it's the thing to do. See, because after a while, the thing gonna be to do is for black people now to come back in droves to the Republican Party. Watch what I tell you. You heard it here first. Okay? You can always say, hey man, that guy told me. Truth conductor, as you can say, truth conductor. He told me that no, black people are going to start coming back to the Republican Party in droves. Watch what I tell you, because that's going to be the thing to do.
Now, just one more question. I'm just wondering your opinion on this call for defunding the police or dismantling the police. What you think about that?
Now, we need reform. We need police reform. It's what we need. We need police reform. Okay, in some cases, you know, there are, when you're doing a demolition job, you do have to, there are some things that need to be gutted out about the police force, you know, but we need reform because we're going to need the police, all right? We just need police reform is what we need because, you know, be it good or bad, I still know some good police officers, black and white, in D.C., and I know some shit too. Okay? And if you want to find out, all you got to do is go to any hood and you can find out any bad police officer in any city. Just go to any neighborhood and ask some of them young boys on the corner who are the corrupt police officers in the city, and they can tell you every. But see, the problem is the corrupt officers have been able to hide among the good officers. And this is why we're getting the uproar that we're getting.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate you talking with us and being able to speak what you wanted to say up there, because I know that they weren't letting you.
See, I didn't care. I never care about what they're going to say. I'm going to say what I got. Man, this is my town. I've been here 45 years. And my tours come out here, and you're going to tell me I can't come up and say you out your goddamn mind. You're crazy if you think I ain't going to come up and my tours come through here, and I didn't clean that statue off. And me and my wife then got in there and cut the hedges and trim and rake and got all the trash out. You damn right I'm going to come and say something whether you want to hear it or not. None of them people that live in the neighborhood care about what it looked like, but they want to tear it down.
Well, thank you again, sir.
You're
we'll
welcome.
Definitely
appreciate it.
Yes,
all
yes,
right?
very much.
Man, thank you.
Yes,
thank
have
you.
a good night. Thank
all right?
you.
See
Thank you.
How you doing, sir?
Hey guys, just stand by. We're going to keep continuing this live stream. So I'm just going to switch your battery real fast. So stand by.
It's kind of expected. Here's a question that I think would be cool to ask us what to do with this stuff.
I'm happy to pull up. Yeah. Which way is it? This way?
How does that make you feel?
She's the head of one of the little. She's the head of one of the chop.
Angelica?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that Angelica?
That's Angelica.
It's rad, yeah.
She's leaving.
But
Her something she didn't agree with.
I'd like to know, like, how
This whole thing is agreeable. I understand the nervousness behind the safety factor. Just allow people to see what's going on. I don't like that suspect closed door favorite stuff.
I feel like the more people they let in now, they get really disruptive. The rumor I heard is that the mayor is scared and it's a safety issue.
Well, that's what I just said that. Thank you for repeating that.
There
doesn't need to be that many people in there.
But
we haven't been getting good results. We have so many people.
Just disallow Armari and me going in there and a couple you go in there, film it, so the rest of the world can see it. That's the problem.
We're supposed to be donating to her too. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like,
What do you think citizens journalist role is in all of this? I asked that question as a citizen journalist to see.
If you're trying to be a journalist, then I think journalism.
I mean, I use the word journalism very loosely,
I feel
right?
like journalism is a myth almost. Because when do you actually have unbiased information coming out? You know.
But isn't this unbiased information right now? Right, I'm live streaming right now. There's no edit. There's no commentary. There's no nothing.
I think you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. I'm just sitting there thinking, trying to think deeply on that.
I get what you're saying. Like when you think of journalism, you think of somebody somewhere, right, writing and editing and.
When you put branding onto journalism,
I think there are people that try to be real journalists. But I'm just thinking, are you ever going to be able to? You're always going to get a little bit more of this voice or a little bit more of that, you know. So I think trying to be unbiased as much as possible, but then also trying to speak to as many people as you can, so that your brain, the way that you think is super. It's kind of flexible. Your moral set should be, you should have somewhere where you sit, but being able to get as many perspectives as possible before you even go out to shoot, so that you are an open-minded person.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not being extra biased, because you're naturally going to be like, if someone says something, you're like, you might say, oh, let's turn over this way a little bit, I think, trying to do that before you're even going out, and then, there's going to be you're going to be doing some type of positive propaganda, probably at some point, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
The medium is the message.
I guess it depends. As an artist, you're putting, it's a little easier as an artist, because you're putting forward what, how you feel.
Right.
What you want to put out there. You might be wrong.
Yeah.
But you put that out there.
The bias is acknowledged, right?
Yeah.
So if someone listens to your rap song, they're like, okay, this is written by Raz, it's gonna be about Raz's viewpoint, but we seem to forget that with media. We think that, this is unbiased, this is uncensored, there's no twist, there's no, shtick, but there always is. They're selling ads, right?
Yeah, most definitely. And then you have people probably like yourself who really do mean well and are doing a good job. You're documenting things, you're showing people different angles that people aren't seeing. But then you have people that do just sell out, quite literally.
Mm-hmm.
I just experienced some of that a bit ago, because I was invited on someone's podcast. It was a huge guy, but he just got one of the biggest contracts in the world, and his network didn't want me to be on there. So
because it doesn't fit their message for whatever reason.
It doesn't fit their agenda.
Right.
And they're a part of the network that's trying to paint me a certain way.
Yeah.
So they didn't want me to get on there and be who I am and show that I was clearly different. Because they knew that would have already been.
So I guess you kind of are.
What's been your?
So it's kind of like using you like a mascot against your will.
They are doing that.
Yeah.
Yes, who you used to be. We already know who you is now, Mr. Big Baller. That's not impressing nobody. But reach out to them. Do your part as well as that. That's all I had to say on that note.
Is there an avenue for people that are hearing this to come join you all or learn more about you all?
At this very moment, we're creating the criteria to, bring in new members. But you can hit us up on the Facebook page, Minnesota Freedom Fighters soon, and Minnesota Freedom Fighters for Instagram. Hit us up, let us know you're interested, and when we are done with our criteria, we will reach back out.
When I say all this, I guess starting from yeah, talk about it. Is it a GoFundMe?
Yeah, I was going to say, feel free to donate. We are taking in all donations right now. Anything that you have, beggars can't be choosers right now, but we're trying to get everything up and coming, everything that we need to be able to better assess situations and help out, whether it's community outreach, giving out food, water, maybe even albuterol inhalers. You never know, but people need things as well as our guys do. We might have a diabetic on the team, so insulin.
And still be solid, but the one thing that has penetrated or just bothered me a bit, but now I'm getting past it. It's yesterday, I took yesterday and today, and now it's oh, I don't even mind. I'm just whatever. But the one thing that is just the plethora of the copious amount, the false allocation, the false accusations that gets to me, or has got to me. Because a lot of them are things that I really care about. There's one that people try to say that I'm homophobic, and that I tweeted out some homophobic things and yada 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 years ago. And I'm sitting here well, the timeline of that doesn't even make sense. Because anyone that knows me, I've been out here in the community for years and years and years, and I've been advocating for all of that. It's not even oh no, I've got friends here, this or that. No, it's just that doesn't exist in my body. It hasn't existed.
With SDOT and Parks and everybody clearing the area, that's where she said it's at. Somebody asked for Monday. She was like, Monday's kind of a stretch. She was like, Sunday's what it's gonna be. I didn't hear any protesters say nah, we don't agree, we're going to fall back or something like that, or we're going to hold the line or anything. You know what I'm saying? So, at the point that we left the meeting, everybody was sitting there, the mayor and Andre Taylor were okay, we're in agreement with Sunday that we're moving the barricades, right? And nobody was no, we don't agree. There was some just tit for tat, should the police do this? Or, it got into grievances. And that's why when I first was tweeting saying I'm on my way, because the pastor, he'd actually said, have a good day. And then after that, it got to a tip. I mean, a lot of stuff that's on here. So, and I'm not sure where, where the biggest takeaway here is that two biggest takeaways, in my opinion, sitting in there on everybody's behalf, is that the mayor just struck through this. I mean, a lot of stuff that's on here, and I'm not sure where where this came from or it's representative of or anything else. And just as a member of the media here, and we got some people who are from out of state and internationally or whatever, some of these things have been part of state law here for over 2 years. I mean, number 6 here, voter restoration. Washington State is touted nationally as a state where felons can get their life back. You get out of jail, you did something, you're able to vote. How it made it on this list of demands, I don't know. And that's up to the protesters and that group to be able to explain to the general public. Patrol vehicles with in-car recording cameras. I grew up here in Seattle. I was a kid. I was still at Garfield High School, or maybe sometime later that there was cameras that are in the car. What came later was the body cams. You know what I'm saying? Body camera is on this list. Again, right after the flashpoint down there, they moved to change the rules on the body camera, and actually it was the people of the city of Seattle that said, hey, no body cameras during First Amendment demonstration. And now they moved on that and said, okay, well, man, if the police are going to get an order to use force during an exercise of First Amendment rights, that the body camera needs to come on. So, I mean, there's things in here. It clearly says RCW. For people that are not from here, RCW's revised codes of Washington. There's nothing that Mayor Durkin can do about a revised codes of Washington. There's something else in here that says Attorney General. There's nothing that Mayor Durkin can do as the mayor of Seattle about the Attorney General. She can influence, and she said on these points that she had no problem talking to people on it. And then, of course, number one, immediate removal of qualified immunity. Again, the mayor said that has to occur at the state level. She did say that she supports it, and she also said that she supports that bill that's in Congress right now. So cool. So we'll take a few questions. I see you up there. Hey, good to see you, man. What's up, brother?
So, here's my question. Did the mayor's office ask you to do this briefing? They asked you to come out, and then they went through your notes and approved those, and that's what you just told us?
No. So, we weren't even supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were minding our own business. And then initially it was like, one group was like, can we stream it? You see what I'm saying? And it was like, all right, if you want us to stream, then we'll stream. And then when the stream got cut, I was like, well, can I live tweet? Because I know that the reporters were here, and guys were like, okay, well, at least I can get the live tweet update, and for, you know, to keep guys going on that. And then they asked me to not live tweet. And the thing is, I have my own notes, which I'll put out to you, but what I was saying is I wanted to be clear with the mayor's position. And that's why I shared, because the last thing we need out here is more misinformation. Yep. Anybody else question? Yeah, you know, listen, I have no idea, and to be honest with you, it's a lot of my colleagues that hit me. They were like, man, where are you at? You know what I'm saying? Cairo 7 hit me, CNN, everybody who hit me was media. I was like, this is where it's at. Now, you know, our office is 1 block away, so, you know, we walked up there, we saw Chief Scoggins and walked up there, but we had no intention, and to be honest with you, I'm not even obligated to be here because I'm not like the pool reporter. We just came there for technical to be able to stream this, but we wanted to be able to provide, you know what I'm saying, feedback to you as the public. So nobody chose and said Omari is the pool reporter or anything like that. I put myself in this position. I hope I don't regret it, but I put myself in this position because, you know, when you see me, you're used to the live stream. You know what I'm saying? Or at least a Twitter update. And I think that the expectation is that guys out here who are either journalists or following around or community members, that you want somebody who's going to come out and say, well, man, this is what I saw and this is how it went down. So, yeah, we didn't email chat about me doing anything. I got there and it was like, the protesters were all like, man, Omari, stream this, stream this, stream this. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody see this. So the protesters were all for that. You know what I'm saying? Organizers were against us.
heard they shut down.
To see if anything is happening at Lincoln Park. I'm very happy to be with these guys, but I also don't want to be too far away until something's actually happening. No, I don't have a vehicle out here. I took a bus.
Here's a workout.
It is a workout. I took a bus to get there. If I was going to turn around and go back to the park, I'd probably use a scooter. Yeah. Sure, thank you. Yeah, I'm right here.
You're better.
It does look like it's mainly us. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. One thing that One thing that some of these newer protests have been doing kind of wrong, to be honest, is they're going too fast. It's not just about it's like a workout or whatever. Like some people just literally can't go this fast, and it causes lower crowd numbers. Right? It causes lower crowd numbers. People give up. Yeah. Fair enough. I'm also an asthmatic person, but I've been trying to get over it. Most important thing is I have water in here. If you're gonna just tell me if you need it. No, it's true. Yeah, there is somebody giving them out, but if you need it, I have water in here. I also have macadamia nut cookies.
No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! Justice! No justice! No peace! Justice! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! What do we want? Justice! What do we want? Now! What do we want? Justice! What do we want? Now! Black Lives Matter! 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 Fucked up shit going on.
We don't give a fuck if you're on time. We're out here for change.
Yeah, just run over an entire crowd of people. That's my baby.
It's crazy.
Some countries it's illegal. I don't. That's a whole argument. So I don't want to get into
That's a cool ride.
Behind Johnny.
Yeah, no worries. Go ahead.
Justice! Now!
Yeah, their messages. Their messages to people that this is how it is. This is how it.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Justice! Now! Justice!
Are you live?
Now!
I'd like to see the level of
Justice!
Yeah. These kids walk so fast. Yeah.
Christopher Columbus, even though
I like cold I feel like an old man.
I like cold
We'll go drink, yeah, they keep it cool.
No peace! No peace! No peace!
there are better times and places for that kind of thing.
Which one of y'all care about me? Which one of y'all care about me?
Obviously, you know.
Which one of y'all care about me?
I just talking about Brave New World and
No justice! No justice! No justice! What do we want? What do we want it? What do we want? What do we want it?
Dude, I come from the south side of Chicago.
When do we want it? Now!
I come from the south side of Chicago.
When do we want it?
Y'all helping the white folks kill us.
No justice! No peace!
You fucking rapists. You fucking robbers.
No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! Y'all know why we scream no justice, no peace? Y'all know why?
Yo, support the youth, man.
You want some water?
Thank you guys so much.
That's all I got.
Yeah! How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? How bad do you want that? How bad do you want that? Let's go get our change, y'all. Let's stop standing around. Let's go get our change, y'all. On me, on me. We need change. 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 We need change.
Holy shit. Yeah, I just live on YouTube.
What's your channel?
It's called News to Share. News the number 2 share.
I got you.
Be safe, dude. What just happened with those cops was a little dangerous. Be safe. So everything's been totally peaceful tonight, and I'm pretty sure it didn't even come from someone in this group, but a firework blew up next to the cops. But I think it was someone who was not actually in this group who threw that.
Justice! Now! Justice! Now! Justice! Justice! No peace! No peace! No peace! No peace! I want to say this to
Three got posted actually using a lot of was using a lot of used to die at like randomly at 20 to 30%. I don't have good speaker home. Fix this. Safety cam. Yeah, so I don't really want to film over here. No, it's my old phone's a Pixel 1. To go. I don't actually know where I'm going. I have maps on this phone. No, right. Rather. Yeah, a lot of problems. They're giving way too much money to the police and the prisons, and rather than helping people that don't have a home. It is absurd.
Justice! No peace! Justice! No peace! Justice! No peace! No peace! No peace! Brutality is part of terrorism! Why are you Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Did you see the firework before? A few blocks back, a firework flew up under the cop's car. Yeah, like a few blocks back. But I'm not.
The explosion that was strong.
Sorry?
The one we heard strong.
That was close. Yeah, that exploded under a cop's car. Like someone. But I can't tell. What I was going to ask you though is I can't tell whether it was actually someone in their core group or not, because most of the group was gone. Like they're not gone, but like most of the group was like a half block forward. They weren't crowded around it. I don't even think most of them know that happened.
justice, no peace. No 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 justice, no peace. Justice! Now! What do you want? Justice! What do you want? Now! What do you want? Justice! What do you want? Now! What do we want? Justice! No peace! What do we want? Justice! Justice! No peace! What do we want? Justice! Justice! No peace! If we don't get it? What do you want? When do you want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? No justice? I said Black Lives Matter! 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 What do you want? Justice! When do you want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Sorry, man. Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! No peace! What do we want? Justice! No peace! What do you want? Justice! No peace! What do you want? Justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No justice!
and press start button, please.
Justice!
Unpress stop.
No!
Yeah, it was stop. No, it's the button is stop. It's currently on.
It's on?
They probably remoted it.
Oh, okay.
I'm happy to press stuff if you need me to. Just let me know.
The picture has gone.
They probably restarted it.
No peace! Justice! No peace!
What the fuck?
If we don't get it, 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 who 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 don't get it, Shut it down! Who's street? Our streets! 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 No justice, no peace! Not tired yet? No! 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 What do you want? Justice! When do you want it? Now! What do you want? Justice! When do you want it? Now! No justice? No peace! Let's go! Let's go! What do we want? When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Sandra Black. No justice. No peace. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. No justice. No peace. What do we want? Justice. No justice. No peace. What do we want? Justice. No justice. No peace. What do we want? Justice. No justice. No peace. What do we want? Justice. What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? What do you want? What do you want? No justice. No justice. I said Black Lives Matter. 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 Wall Street? It ain't sounding like y'all street. Wall Street? Wall Street. 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 No peace. No peace. Shut it down. 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 No peace. No peace. No peace. No peace. No peace.
Justice! No peace! No peace!
Don't shoot! 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 Don't shoot!
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives
Justice!
No justice?
Justice! No peace! Justice! No peace! No peace! No peace! No peace! Don't shoot! 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 High speed!
Different vibe for sure.
All night, all day, we gonna march for our change. All night, all day, we gonna march for our change.
All night, all day, we gon' march for our change.
All night, all day, we gonna march for our change.
All night, all day, we gon' march for our change.
All night, all day, we gonna march for our change.
All night, all day, we gon' march for our change.
All night, all day, we gonna march for our change.
All night, all day, we gon' march for our change.
All night, all day, we gonna march for our change.
All night, all day, we gon' march for our change.
All night, all day, we gonna march for our change.
All night, all day, we gon' march for our change.
All night, all day, we gonna march for our change.
All night, all day, we gon' march for our change.
No justice,
no peace.
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 no justice,
no peace. No peace. Hey, no peace.
Come on, y'all. Lock it in. Lock it in. Come on. What do you want?
Justice!
What do we 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 want?
Justice!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
Get up here, lock it in. Lock it in. Somebody lock me in. Get tight. Get tight. No justice!
No peace!
Lock that side in, man. Y'all ready? We almost there, y'all. Lock it in, y'all. Lock it in. Keep it solid. Close it in. Close it in. Come on, y'all should know each other by now. We can walk 5 miles. Come on, family. Come on, y'all. Get it together. Come on. What do we want?
Justice!
Y'all ready?
Yeah!
Y'all ready?
Yes, sir!
Yeah. We almost there, y'all. We gotta use our voice. It's the finish line, y'all. Come on, Don't give up at the end.
The home stretch!
When do you ever give up at the end? That's when you go 10 times harder, right?
Yeah!
Gut check, right? Where your heartbeat at? Yeah. Was it heartbeat? Heartbeat!
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 What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
justice? No peace. What do you want? Justice. No justice? No peace. What do you want? Justice. No justice? No peace. What do we want? Justice. No justice? No peace. What do we want? Justice. No justice? No peace. What do we want? Justice. No justice? No peace. What do we want? Justice. No justice? No peace. 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 What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. No justice? No peace. 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 What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. I said Black Lives Matter. 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 All night, all day, we gon' march for our change. All night, all day, we gon' march for our change. All night, all day, we gon' march for our change. All night, all day, we gon' march for our change. All night, all day, we gon' march for our change. All night, all day, we gon' march for our change. All night, all day, we gon' march for our change. All night, all day, we gon' march for our change. All night, all day, we gon' march for our change.
Entering now the Behaz area, basically they're in front of the, coming up in front of the White House.
All night, all day, we gon' march for our change. All night, all day, we gon' march for our change. All night, all day, we gon' march for our change. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. All night, all day, we gon' march for our change. All night, all day, we gon' march for our change. All night, all day, we gon' march for our change. All night, all day, we gon' march for our change. What do you want? Justice. When do you want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do you want? Justice. When do you want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. All night, all day, we gon' march for our change. All night, all day, we gon' march for our change. All night, all day, we gon' march for this change. All night, all day, we gon' march for this change. All night, all day, we gon' march for our change. All night, all day, we gon' march for our change. All night, all day, we gon' march for our change. All night, all day, we gon' march for our change. What do you want? Justice. No justice. No peace. What do you want? Justice. No justice. No peace. What do you want? Justice. When do you want it? Now. What do you want? Justice. When do you want it? Now. How bad 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 do you want it? Now. Our streets. 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 No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. If we don't get it, shut it down. 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 What do you want? all day.
All night, all day, we gonna march for a change.
All night, all day, I'm gonna march for this change.
All night, all day, I'm gonna march for this change.
All night, all day, we gonna march for this change.
All night, all day, we gonna march for this change.
All night, all day, we gonna march for this change.
All night, all day, we gonna march for this change.
What do you want?
Justice.
When do you want it?
Now.
What do you want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
No justice.
No peace.
I believe like that. Y'all still want change?
Yeah.
Y'all tired yet?
No.
Y'all tired yet?
No.
Y'all tired yet?
No.
Y'all tired yet?
No.
What do you want?
Justice.
That's what they want.
Yeah. Where we marching? Hey. Y'all want the highway?
Y'all want the highway?
Yeah, take the highway. Shut the highway.
Yeah.
Y'all want the highway? Shut the highway.
Yeah.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. If we don't get it, if we don't get it, we don't get it. If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
we don't get it.
Shut it down. Justice. Now.
Justice.
Let's go. Now. Justice. Now. Justice. Now. No peace. No peace.
You know where's
No peace.
Did you hear him? Highway.
Highway.
Yeah.
It is 395.
Yeah. Which means probably another mile and a half at least.
Yeah.
Sweating in places I don't like having sweat.
Justice. Now.
stayed 5 more minutes at the White House. Would have Temecula. So, yeah, it's like I went to American University starting in 2012, and like I never lived a mile away from there like since then. What about yourself?
Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
And then where's the thinking? Is he out here? No. Is he out here? Does he participate?
When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. When do we want it? Justice.
Oh yeah. Sure. No, especially when there's like flashbangs, fireworks, that kind of stuff.
United States, so super small world. I think we have Adam McCracken.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so it's her ex. Also.
Her ex is your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. She's no longer Ally McCracken. She's now Ally Jafar. Alright. I don't want to know about that while I'm live streaming, but that's an interesting
We're literally both
that's funny. Whew.
Give yourselves a round of applause for how far we done made it. Give yourselves a round of applause for how far we done made it. Give yourselves a round of applause for how far we done made it, y'all. Look how far y'all done made it. Yes. Look where you done walked to so far. Fuck yeah. Move your bike, dude. Look to the person to the left of you. And look to the person to the right of you. Tell somebody, look how far we done came. We literally done walked for miles, y'all. It's been over 6 miles, guaranteed over 6 miles. We out here walking for our justice. Look what y'all able to do when y'all put your minds to it. How many times you seen any division in here? I ain't seen not one time we had division today. We united here today, aren't we? I said we united today, aren't we? Yeah. Look what y'all proving to everybody else. Look, you're proving it to yourself. We can be united as a nation. We are one. All races are out here today. You look to your left, look to your right, look front, back. You can see everybody. Look at the love that we have right now. This is family, y'all. This is what family looks like. I said, this is what family looks like. I pray for each and every one of y'all every night. I pray for everybody every night. Because we need change, y'all. We need it desperately. We've been wanting change for too long. How much longer should we stay dedicated to our change before we get our change? How much longer? How much longer? How much longer? As long as it takes. That's right. It ain't gonna take long, y'all. And why do I say that? Because we got a major election coming up. I said we got a major election coming up, not just our presidential election, but you got your mayors you're getting ready to vote for, your city councilmen you're getting ready to vote for, your court-appointed judges, your senators, your governors, everybody's up for sale now. Get the people that have your views in office. Because if they ain't got your views, you can't get it saved. I know we like to say vote for your president, vote for your president. That's good and all. We want to vote for them, but you can touch your mayor quicker than you can touch your governor. You can touch your mayor or your city alderman quicker than you can ever get to the president. Vote the people in that can get change for your city now. If they are not with your views, don't vote them in. Do your research, y'all.